I bet y'all like, where the hell have this nigga been at? I'm gonna tell you something, man. On today's podcast, we gonna be talking about grieving. Yeah. Everybody has their time. You know, everybody has an expiration date. How we deal with these things can either make us or break us, you know what I mean? Yes. I want to thank everybody who has been tuning in. I've had to have a vacation. Shout out to Compass Cove, Myrtle Beach. My gosh, man. They sure know how to make a man feel like he's on the island. Yes, life is too short to be huddled up. It's the summertime. Get your ass out and do something. You know what I mean? The wintertime will be approaching soon. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thankful for all my followers. People that's been hitting my YouTube up. I've been doing music and everything like that. We're going to wind down and talk about that. Boom, boom, boom. So much labbing going on. And plus, I got a new laptop. I got so much more new every fucking thing, y'all. But I'm not here to talk about what I got, you know, because one thing I do know is it can be easily taken away from me. You got to cherish the things that God gives to you, and that's including people. You do not know how long you got until your expiration comes, just like the next person. Sending the biggest RIP to my sister, Jessica Harvey, Jessica Rosetta Stone. It's crazy, you know, what you can get over and think that you can't get over. You get a breakthrough over the things you think you can't get over. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about grieving like I said, you know. A lot of y'all probably like, who is you to be talking about grieving? What do you know about grieving? Who have you lost? You know, who do you think you are? I'm going to tell you something. I am a car accident victim. I lost 2 of my fingers and I lost my fiance. You know, this has been 4 years ago. It will be coming up on the 4th year next month. When you lose somebody significantly great to you, you know, in your face, you know, I was on my way to work. She was taking me to work, you know, and, you know, she didn't make it to take me, you know, and it's sad to say. Traumatizing, you know, a smell, a scent, anything, you know, can make you get back into a traumatic spell, and that's what people don't want to talk about. When it comes to these things, first off, you have to equip yourself emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Grieving sometimes take you to work out at 6 o'clock in the morning to get over whoever or whatever happened. You know, it took me a whole year to actually get to myself. You got people in your face that's going to want to tell you how to do things their way, and that ain't what you need. A lot of people going to just tell you, like, you know, you need to smoke, drink, or whatever. You know, I smoke because of physical reasons, you know. Of course, emotional reasons too, you know. But, you know, who isn't a typical stoner this day and age? You know, that's all I'm going to say, you know. But I do not turn to drugs for my problems, if that makes sense, you know. I like to work out. I like to do music, you know. Anything that comes passionate to a creative mind, I like to try to get to. You know, I allow that to become a escape, you know, better yet, a coping mechanism as well, you know. Some of my beats, you know, whether they bring out a haunted vibe or a really cool vibe, it depends on how I felt that day. And that's just like most people, like if they write a book or something like that, you know, page in a journal type shit. As long as you're able to, you know, get it off somehow, you know, releasing that stress, releasing that depression, you know, before it consumes you. A lot of people let, you know, depression and grieving consume them. You know, sitting in the house too much, not being able to develop their lives back to the regular routine. Man, like I said, it's different strokes, different foes. I've had a lot of people ask me about this, like how do you still walk around, with your head high, with your hand still strong. We can never, ever, 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 we can never predict what hand God is going to give to you. Tomorrow, you could be walking around and then, the day after tomorrow, you could be in a wheelchair. That's why it's always good to appreciate your own life and then appreciate other people's lives as well. Rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers and everything that we have lost over the past couple years and just forever too. We losing people right now as we speak. Death is inevitable. Who the fuck is gonna escape it? In the word of God it says to seek life is to die, and to die is to live. It's just like the phantom. How can I say this? You realize that so much matters, but it don't. Just the simplest things. A simple "I love you." Hey, how you doing? I'm just checking up on you. It makes a big difference. I like to try to leave with the respect of, all right, I see you. You know what I mean? All right, you have a good day. I love you, especially family members and stuff like that. Hugging, whether we on bad terms or not. I don't believe in bad terms because of the strength of death. There's nothing worse than, you wanting to resolve something with a person, then God releases them. Ain't nothing that's traumatic itself. But I didn't, like I said, I'm going to start doing these podcasts a lot more shorter because sometimes I get to rambling and shit like that. I have developed. Speaking of this song, a lot of these beats came from like fucking '07. It's a whole lot of memorial talk that I'm doing today, more off. But I want everybody to just keep in mind, appreciate every single day that is given to you. Any good, valuable person, appreciate them. People who is stepping on those boundaries, crossing those lines, continue to cut their ass off. Forgiveness is great, but forgiveness is for you. And it's for you to pursue your own peace, at the end of the day. Life is short, Life is too short, and I'm not going to be long about saying that. Pray every morning, whatever God you believe in or whatever, Get yourself physically ready for the things that you're not ready for either. Because you haven't lost a loved one or a significant other or whatever, I'm telling you now, you better go ahead and have your baggage ready. You know what I mean? You better be ready to carry these burdens, because if you are expected to live a long life, you're going to see a lot of death. And that's just the way it is. You can't just walk around for 90 years, and not have everybody around you die. You know what I mean? And some, some tragic, and then, the triumph of God, brings people to heaven. That's all I'm gonna say, But don't become doubtful within your own self too, when it comes to being strong or courageous when it comes to your grieving. Because some people be like, I don't think that I can ever get over this person, or I can never ever get over this event or this situation. Don't let it consume you. I'm telling you, you will find comfort in the things that you continue to do for yourself. Make this stuff a ritual for yourself. Make time to just jot the things that you would like to do down, and it would give you a different perspective on life. For every traumatic situation, open up another blissful moment that you can see and indulge in. Consider these. If you got any questions or comments or anything like that, please do not hesitate to reach out or whatever. This is a no judgment zone. Like, we talk about everything, and don't be afraid to reach out. I know how it is. I lost my sister. I lost my. I have lost so much more than what y'all can realize. I have to smile. I have to continue to stay. I have to do this not only for myself, but for anybody who is discouraged at the same time. I don't want any of my relatives in the future to see this and see defeat. Just understand that everything has its time and its purpose, and God does not make any mistakes. Everything that he allows for a reason. Continue to follow me. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna continue smoking this blunt now.